Today we're talking about the solid state logic EQ. This is the stereo one, not that it matters. It could have been the mono one. Let's start from the left here. We have the analog button. It will activate harmonic distortions. That'll give the analog emulation feel. Next up we have this thing, HP. This is called the high pass filter. If you remember parametric EQ2, maybe I got one over here. Brought up a parametric EQ2 to help explain this over here for, the most of it. What a high pass does is cut out the bass depending on how much you set it. For the SSL, it'll go all the way up to around here, 350. LF stands for low frequency, alright? It's going to be a regular, like one of these right here, a peaking knob. Next up, we have LMF. This has more functions than the last one. First of all, understand low mid frequencies from 0.2, that's 200 hertz, to 2.5 kilohertz. So 200 hertz is right around here where the 300 is, all the way up to 2,500. It's around here. A little bit in the middle of the high mid. I don't know why, but don't worry about that. Let's say for some reason you want to go to the 100 hertz section because this thing here didn't do enough for some reason. You could do that. You could go ahead and hit the divided by 3. What it is math. So 200 divided by 3 is 66.6666666667 hertz. So if you didn't know that, college, man, it does a lot for you. You could hit this and be like, all right, I'm at the 66 hertz. So that's basically taking your little, 3 knob, go all the way over to 6, almost like 6, somewhere there. And bam, bada boom, bada bing, just like that. You are on the, 6.6 blah, blah, blah hertz. If you want to raise the gain, of course, it's the plus or minus knob here. But the gain, of course, you want to do that if you want to sculpt it, change. This is the Q. This is also known as the bandwidth. This is what changes to a bell shape or a peaking shape. Just like how you could do this here, bell shape, peaking, or peaking bell shape. This is to sculpt the other frequencies around it even more or less. After the low medium, we have the high medium or high mid frequencies. It's the same exact thing, alright, except we're going from 600 hertz all the way up to 7 kilohertz, which is around here, 7,000 kilohertz there. So where 4 to 6 is over here on the parametric EQ2, that is the deal. You could do a multiply by 3 if you want to be more than, 7,000 hertz, 7 kilohertz. Only a couple more buttons, but these are self-explanatory. This button here, EQ in, this will allow the EQ, to work. Last button here is the phase reverse, also known as a phase inversion. This has to deal with if you're, using sounds that you tend to get offsetted or it's just dying because the phase is canceling each other. It's an advanced thing to understand. The last button we have here is the output gain knob. This will help control your your gain. Maybe you deleted too much of the content, you EQ'd it down. You're like, all right, I don't like all that, but I want to bring it up in the end. Then go ahead and just bring it up in the end so it sounds lively for you. That's too low. That's better. All right, that's basically it for the solid state logic EQ.